Alright, YouTubers, we're in the car, right, Keek? That's where she rides. Vinny's in his carrier for now. Because of our issues with Eddie, we're taking a trip in the car. So, I don't know how much I got to say right now, but we're on the way. Right, Keek? This cat just likes to watch what's going on. That's why she lays up by the coffee pot in the RV. She sits on the armrest almost always here. She wants to see what's going on. And he's not crying as terrible as he was, but he will again. So, if I had any Ramble stuff, there should be some Ramble stuff. There's news. News isn't always good, but it is what it is. So, yeah. We'll do some more rambling here in a bit. What's going on, Keek? Vinny, you're okay in there. As we've shown, everything gets covered. The leather has to be protected. Alright. Nothing talkable is happening right now. Keek, you turn your back to me. You turn your back to me. Huh? Okay. What's the problem? Alright, we're gonna let Vinny out. Come on, Vinny. Come on, dude. We're driving. You can make it. Come on. Don't be so nervous in the service. Come on, buddy. I should have left you in there. If you're not gonna settle. Don't be nervous, you're fine. He's fine, Keek. You wanna stop telling him he's not. This is my life. Yeah, you're both telling me it's my life, isn't it? Not all semi-drivers are created equal, Keek. I know. Some really good drivers out there. And there's some that aren't great. Right? Right? No speeding tickets. None. Not a one. Okay, we'll turn it around here in a bit. Oh, he just told me I was speeding. There's a cop up there. Okay, so on about the talks about Cousin Eddie. Kiki, stop squeaking. Stop, I'm trying to talk to the people. So, I don't know what I did and didn't say in that video yet and what I dubbed over. I know. But my hopes, when it happened, my hopes were that it wasn't going to be terrible. That it was going to be expensive, but not expensive. But after finally talking to my mechanic, the things I had looked up online and I thought, man, that might be it and that won't be that bad, apparently aren't it. And I have an uncle who has a friend who in Florida runs a transmission service, so I talked to him on the phone, explained what was going on, and what he said is pretty much what my mechanic said when they're looking at it. It's not going to be as expensive as it could be, but it's going to be quite expensive. And I want to say that I could rant and rave, I could throw a fit, you know, 104,000 miles, I shouldn't be having that kind of transmission problems, especially since I think I pay attention, and I really didn't miss any signs that I can think of. You know, I try to think back, and I really can't think of any signs that I missed. But this is what happens. Even with just 104,000 miles on it, that transmission shouldn't go bad, but apparently I got issues. So I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks doing this in the car, so that gives them more chance to work on it. And he's trying to do the best thing he can for me. And obviously he's like going to the doctor, he's a GP, he's not a transmission specialist. So it will go to one of them, one that he trusts, that will give me a good warranty on it and all that good stuff. And hopefully a decent price on it as well. Come on, dudes. So I will keep you appraised. I will make update videos, and I don't know what I could have done different. I don't know if if you need to take it to the shop every 6 months to say, hey, check my transmission again, since it had given me no signs since the last check. It's how life goes. And when you are going to RV, or you're going to buy a house, or you're going to buy anything, you have to realize that these things can happen. Keek, seriously, stop. I'm trying to talk to the people. You obviously always hope they don't happen. You always hope it's the other person, not that you wish any bad on other people. And I'd always even refused to say the transmission word, because Dodges have a reputation, a bad reputation. And then I was told, no, your transmission came after that they were better. And so yeah. So once I get everything straightened out, there'll be a video. I'll try to be as open and honest as I can be. But no throwing shit, no crying, no begging for help, none of that third grade stuff. It's a grown-up part of life, and bad things happen sometimes. So that's all I can think about for that. I will do my customary have a great and wonderful day, and then when I edit this, I'll probably take it out because I've decided to say something else. But again, if you have an RV, or you're looking to have an RV, be prepared. I always believed I did everything I could to do preventative maintenance. I've always been good at that.
Don't try driving this car down any chimneys.
I don't drive any chimneys, but I've always done my best to make sure that you stay on top of things and nip them in the bud before they get real bad. So I suggest you do that, and hopefully that's good enough, and you don't get surprised. But hey, life is full of surprises. Some of them are great, and some of them are not so great. Enjoy the great ones and weather the not so great ones. Okay, again, I'll talk later probably. Alright, so I'm back. I'm doing just a couple over the speed limit. I can't afford no speeding tickets. So I was thinking, okay, I know, Keith, the good and the bad. The bad, it's going to be expensive. My transmission has issues. It shouldn't have issues already. Damn, that's the bad. The good, it happened about 20 miles away from my mechanic. Not 2,500 miles away, not in the middle of Minnesota where I didn't know anybody. The bad, it's going to cost money. But the good, I have somebody I trust to tell me the truth and to give me a fair shake. Because I only know enough to be dangerous about things like that. The good, I have enough room on the credit card to pay for it. The other good, I have more than one vehicle. Yeah, we're in it, Keek. The bad, my travels are put on hold a little bit, sort of, kinda. My RV travels. The good, they'll resume. I still already know that this doesn't make me want a different RV. I will end up with a warranty on it. And the other good, I have a connection who owns a transmission shop. So eventually, in the not super distant future, I will take a trip down there and have him look over everything. Life's expensive. These things happen. The good, I didn't get ripped off on the tow, which is very possible to have happen. It only cost me $30 to go a little further than Progressive had me covered to be towed. It takes some effort to try to see the bright side on things, to try to find that silver lining. But I think it's an endeavor worth pursuing. I think it's a good idea to always try to find some rays of it could be so much worse. Not rose-colored glasses, but realistic things could be so much worse. Nobody got hurt, and everything else on the RV works great. And I had been very lucky for quite a few years to have no real issues with it. Whining and crying and woe is me doesn't do you any good. It's wasted effort and emotion. So just try not to do that to yourself. Right, Keek? Keek is paying close attention to all these trucks. Alright, that's enough for now, because I'm about to run on the berm to get around everybody. Not really. Alright, so I guess another added benefit was I wasn't in heavy traffic. Eddie's problem started. Pinned in. I didn't have the cats with me. Like I said, I wasn't on a trip, so I didn't have to try to figure out a hotel and spend all kinds of extra money on a place to stay. I was lucky my niece was able to come pick me up and take me back to my house. She played my Uber. Find those where you can in life. You know, find those little glimmers of goodness when you can. Because it's not always easy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive for a little bit. When I'm editing, if I think of anything to do a voiceover with, I'll do a voiceover. So I guess I also had to come to the realization that Eddie's not bulletproof. I didn't get an indestructible RV. I got a really good RV, but he can have problems just like others. I definitely don't want to speed in construction zone, even though I am a little bit. So I guess my initial hopes that it was going to be something simple, something electronic, the TPS sensor, or maybe this solenoid for the transmission. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But hopefully it's soft parts and not hard parts, and the fix won't be as terrible as it can be. I also really want to thank so many people for having really nice comments in my last video when it first went down. It really helps a lot, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, I can't think of anything else. If I edited it, I edited it. But have a great and wonderful day.